Hello everybody, I feel like green screen man. Like no shit, every single time I wear this, number one I feel choked, and number two I feel like I'm recording some CGI movie from like the early 2000s and like walking around in like a neon suit. Either way, I really like this thing. It's strange and it's in my favourite colour, so yeah. This whole blacklight thing, by the way, was kind of a final decision because I forgot that this thing glows in blue light, and I turned it on and I was like, oh my god, I look like a fucking alien. Anyway, if you can't tell by what I'm wearing and the whole theme, and if you don't read the titles of the videos you click on, today's video is about some random 80s stuff that I bought from the 80s. So it's 80s stuff. I don't know why I'm this way. Despite all my issues and problems, I still decided to spend a good €24. Actually, it was like €26 if you include one of the items on here, for some really crappy things from the 80s that I wanted to have for some reason. And obviously these aren't the only things that I own, these are just the new things that I got. I have a whole collection of old stuff, which I will do a video on soon. But that video is probably going to be recorded in a new room, in a new place, on a new planet. Yeah, moving house, and the other items that I have are already packed up and just shipped off to storage place somewhere so I can move. So goodbye my 80s dinosaurs. You will be missed for a very long time. It's probably not going to be like the longest video since it's literally like about 3 items. I'm just going to go on and on about these items until you get bored and click off the video. Yeah, it's not going to be a long video though, so please stay. You know what? You know like the episode of Friends? The one where like Ross Geller gets his teeth whitened, and then like on his date the girl has a black light for some reason, and then he smiles and he starts glowing. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel like now. But for some reason instead I kind of turn a strange pink colour, so it's gonna be fun to edit. Okay, it's time for green screen man to shut up and actually start recording. I think I'm just gonna start off with the most boring items, because I just have like a random box over here. This came yesterday, and I was gonna unbox it. I was gonna open it up, is what I'm trying to say, on camera today, but like the curiosity sort of got the best of me, and I sort of opened it and looked inside. Off camera, but you know, I didn't mess around with it too much, so now it's time to, you know, actually get it out of this box. So a little bit of backstory with this. I was browsing through the amazing web, and I ended up on Wallapop, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically like Craigslist that's more popular in Spain. And you can buy anything on there, like literally anything. I'm sure if you looked hard enough you could like find human babies for sale. Like, they sell everything. And just like Craigslist, you basically like see how far away somebody is, whether you can like go to their house or they can ship it to you or whatever, and you work those things out. Anyway, so I decided just for the shit of it, I usually like just look for old typewriters and stuff, but at one time I decided why not look through the 80s toys category, since I've started that sort of a collection some time back, and I want to see what I can find. Maybe something interesting, maybe something rare, maybe somebody doesn't know. You get the idea. And I was just browsing through that amazing site, and then I saw something. I was like, ah, I need to waste my money on that. Yeah, I need that. And I decided those are the things missing in my life, and so I contacted the human selling that, and I found that they also had something else that I wanted for, again, some reason. And I paid like €24 for it for my own money because my mum's not funding this shit anymore. And I got myself a package here that you saw at the beginning of the video. And the other item, which is, I think I'm going to start off from it because that makes sense. I just, basically, I was looking through, again, I was like, this time I was on the internet, I was scouring through a flea market, which I go to very often. They have some really cool shit in there, like really cool stuff, okay? And I was just looking for like some old, I think it was like, I wanted myself like an 80's My Little Pony, like, because he looks so fucking cute. And I really wanted some like more classic toys, because I have like dinosaurs and old Rubik's Cube thingies and a whole bunch of old stuff. And I wanted like some, some classics, I was looking for like He-Man or something. I still had no luck on that mission, but either way. I walked up there, I looked through a pile of old shitty toys, and I was like, no, there's nothing here, that's sad. But like the second I was walking away from that stall, I just like looked around and I was like, you. I always wanted you. And I couldn't believe my luck. I basically found the thing I almost paid €15 for on the internet, and I got it for only €2. So, and also a very confused seller. Why the actual fuck a 15-year-old needs a plastic toy? You know, it's... people don't get me. Anyway, here it is. It's a dragon. Yay. If anybody is a fan of like old toys and stuff, like Masters of the Universe and anything else actually, then they probably know about a little brand called Imperial that existed in the 1980s. And they made like cheap plastic stuff that looks quite cool. And I wanted this dragon specifically for a very long time. They are quite hard to find. I mean, well, they're not hard to find, but I don't feel like spending €15 on like, or like €20 on a plastic toy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And the one I was planning to get for €15 actually had like the wings missing, and that's the reason it was that cheap. And this one's in perfect condition. It's just been sitting in like a toy box from like 1985 or something. So that's fun. I finally got him. And they had this like in like 1984, I think. Imperial did this like sort of, I'm not gonna call it a He-Man knockoff, but I'm gonna say it's very inspired by He-Man, if you want to put it that way. Basically, where he had these like beasts and monster creatures and dragon creatures. You know the really like famous one with like the two heads? And they like came with saddles and things. It was basically like He-Man, but not He-Man. Because it was cheaper. And anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about that, since this one often gets confused, but this one came a year earlier, and it's not from that series. It never had a saddle or anything. It's just a dragon. Just like the other dinosaurs that they made, it's just a dragon. With no other purpose than just to be a plastic dragon. Anyway, as you can tell, this one is... I don't know if my camera is focusing on it. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. And like right here it just says 1983. Made in China, like everything. And yeah, I just got really excited for this. So yeah, and I think this is the last thing my mum actually funded. So yeah, subscribe to my channel because I need like money to buy myself some stupid stuff to make me a little bit less depressed for a good 15 minutes. Or 5. I have too much stuff. Anyway, I'm just going to move on to the box now because it's just sitting here and it's not really that interesting. It's a box, it's a shoe box, and the funny thing is, the person I got this from, He was like, no, I'm not gonna, no, give me like €3 more, because I was trying to get a little bit cheaper. And he was like, I need to fund the bubble wrap. I'm like, the bubble wrap? Okay, well here's, fine, I'll give you the money then. Here's your bubble wrap money. And this asshole doesn't even send me bubble wrap. Like, it's a plastic bag. No, really, but I'm just kidding. Besides the fact that he lied about the bubble wrap, the person was really nice, and maybe a little bit too nice actually. But he's just gonna show you what's in here. I mean, if you wait, it's somewhere in here. Oh, here it is. Yay! So this is the most boring item that I got. It's just a Europe cassette from. Wait, hold up, it's this way. From 1988, Out of This World. I love this album. It's got a little bit of a sad story attached to it. Might have been part of my problems, but still plan on listening to it. Who doesn't like themselves a nice 80s cassette? There's, you know, spend like €10 on it, so might as well enjoy it. It's just a cassette, but the funniest thing is that I spent like €10 on it, or at least €9 on it, and I don't even have a cassette player. Well, I mean, my mum has one, but it's broken, so that's fun. And the other one's all the way in Poland, so yay. This is what happens when you like sit alone for too long, like in lockdown. You're just too bored of life. Just buy yourself some stupid stuff that makes you happy for 5 seconds. Holy shit! Now I basically wore this as a joke because I like to call this either the green screen man suit or an 80s sock that glows in the dark, but it's such fucking tight spandex that I can't fucking breathe. Like half the video it's just been choking me and I can't. I need to take a break, like, hold on. Imagine that in like the fucking news headlines. Little known YouTuber dies because of a spandex suit. What? Basically choked by fashion. Okay, I'm back. In black. But it's actually neon green. Anyway, I'm just gonna move on to the most exciting item in this short and shitty video. That's plastic. Okay, actually, if I remove the plastic, somewhere in here, hold up. Ta-da! So yeah, here's a robot that doesn't work, by the way, and I don't know that much about it. I don't know like the whole history, like with the whole Imperial thing. It was kind of a spontaneous decision to buy. It's the thing that I sort of looked at and was like, ah yes, I need that. It's like super shiny and beautiful. I'm sure you can maybe see that on camera, but it's like really shiny and nice. And it's broken, and if I turn it on, it sort of sounds like it's suffering. I'm gonna turn it on a second and hope not get scared myself. It makes noises at me. But I mean, I can get it to do something. Besides vibrate. Anyway, I can get it to do something besides this. But like, sort of... There we go. There. That sort of does something. For a second I was scared I was gonna fucking explode. But yeah, if I can fix it one day, that would be fun. But right now I just kind of hold it and it sounds like it's suffering. And it doesn't want to live anymore, but it somehow is kind of still alive, so that's good. Why the fuck did I buy this? So yeah, that's all for this short and shitty video that I am recording for some reason. I don't really know how to end it, so I'm just gonna say, green screen man signing out. Oh my god, I can finally take this shit off. I'm gonna fucking die.